In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, nestled amidst a dense forest, lay the forgotten town of Oak Ridge. Its once bustling streets were now overgrown with ivy, and its dilapidated buildings stood as silent sentinels to a bygone era. Few dared to venture into its depths, for whispers of the town's tragic past echoed through the surrounding valleys. It was into this forgotten landscape that 5 university students found themselves drawn one crisp autumn afternoon. Eager for adventure, they set out to explore the abandoned town, their laughter echoing through the stillness of the forest. Leading the group was Lily, a spirited young woman with a penchant for adventure. Her companions, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie, followed eagerly, their curiosity piqued by the promise of hidden treasures and forgotten secrets. As they wandered through the deserted streets, they felt as if they had stepped back in time, the echoes of the past whispering in the breeze. Broken windows and crumbling facades told stories of lives long gone, while the rustling of leaves underfoot seemed to carry the voices of those who once called Oak Ridge home. But as they ventured deeper into the heart of the town, they sensed a darkness lurking beneath the surface, a feeling of unease that sent shivers down their spines. Ignoring their instincts, they pressed on, their footsteps echoing in the stillness of the afternoon. Their journey led them to an old church, its weathered walls standing as a testament to the passage of time. Intrigued by the sight, they pushed open the heavy wooden doors and stepped inside, their eyes widening in wonder at the sight before them. The interior of the church was bathed in a soft golden light, filtering through stained glass windows that depicted scenes of biblical lore. Dust motes danced in the air as they made their way down the center aisle, their footsteps muffled by the thick carpet beneath their feet. But as they reached the altar, they saw something that sent a chill down their spines. In the center of the room stood a figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Frozen in fear, they watched as the figure stepped forward, its form shifting and swirling like smoke in the wind. With a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the earth, it spoke, its words sending shivers down their spines. "Who dares to disturb the peace of Oak Ridge?" it asked, its voice a low rumble that seemed to shake the very foundations of the church. Lily, her voice trembling, stepped forward, her eyes locked with those of the mysterious figure. "We mean no harm," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "We only seek to uncover the secrets of this forgotten town." The figure regarded them with a gaze that seemed to pierce straight through their souls. After a moment's silence, it spoke again, its voice softer this time, filled with a sadness that tugged at their hearts. "Oak Ridge holds many secrets, but they are not for the faint of heart," it said. "Beneath its crumbling facade lies a darkness that few can comprehend." With a wave of its hand, the figure vanished into the shadows, leaving the students standing alone in the empty church. As they made their way back outside, they felt a sense of unease settle over them, a feeling that lingered long after they had left the town behind. Days turned into weeks, and yet the memory of their encounter with the mysterious figure haunted their dreams. Though they returned to their lives in the bustling city, they knew that they would never forget the echoes of the forgotten town and the secrets that lay hidden within its depths. Weeks passed, but the memory of their encounter with the mysterious figure in Oak Ridge refused to fade. Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie found themselves consumed by a curiosity that bordered on obsession, their thoughts returning again and again to the secrets that lay hidden within the abandoned town. Unable to shake the feeling that there was more to discover, they made the decision to return to Oak Ridge, determined to unravel the mysteries that surrounded it. Gathering their supplies, they set out once more into the heart of the forest, their hearts pounding with excitement and trepidation. As they approached the outskirts of the town, they noticed a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a feeling of heaviness that hung in the air like a shroud. Ignoring their unease, they pressed on, their footsteps echoing through the deserted streets. Their first stop was the old library, its shelves lined with dusty volumes that seemed to hold the secrets of the town's past. With trembling hands, they pored over the yellowed pages, searching for clues that might shed light on Oak Ridge's enigmatic history. As the hours passed, they they uncovered stories of tragedy and loss, of dark deeds committed in the name of greed and power. But amidst the tales of woe, they found hints of something more, whispers of ancient rituals and forgotten magics that had once held sway over the town. Determined to learn more, they ventured deeper into the heart of Oakridge, their senses alert to the slightest hint of danger. As they explored the abandoned buildings and crumbling ruins, they felt as if they were being watched, the shadows seeming to come alive with unseen eyes. But just as they were on the verge of giving up hope, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the town square, its entrance concealed behind a crumbling wall. With hearts pounding, they descended into the darkness, their flashlights cutting through the gloom like beacons of hope. What they found in the depths of the chamber took their breath away. Ancient artifacts adorned the walls, their surfaces shimmering with an otherworldly light. In the center of the room stood a stone pedestal, upon which rested a book bound in leather as black as night. With trembling hands, Lily reached out and opened the book, her eyes widening in wonder as she beheld the words inscribed upon its pages. They spoke of a forgotten power that lay dormant beneath Oakridge, waiting to be awakened by those brave enough to seek it out. But as they read on, they realized that the power came with a price, a darkness that threatened to consume all who dared to wield it. With a sense of trepidation, they made the decision to leave the book untouched, knowing that some secrets were better left buried. As they emerged from the chamber, they felt a sense of relief wash over them, their minds buzzing with the knowledge that they had uncovered something truly extraordinary. Though they knew that Oakridge held many more secrets, they also knew that they had only scratched the surface of its enigmatic past. With one last glance back at the abandoned town, they made their way back into the forest, their hearts filled with a sense of awe and wonder at the mysteries they had uncovered. Though they knew that their journey was far from over, they also knew that they would never forget the echoes of the forgotten town and the secrets that lay hidden within its depths. As they emerged from the depths of the hidden chamber beneath Oakridge, the sense of accomplishment mingled with a lingering unease. The weight of the knowledge they had uncovered pressed heavily on their minds, reminding them of the perilous path they had chosen to tread. Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie exchanged nervous glances, each grappling with their own emotions in the wake of their discovery. Despite their trepidation, a spark of determination burned within them, driving them forward in their quest to unravel the mysteries of the forgotten town. With the memory of the mysterious figure's warning echoing in their ears, they vowed to tread carefully, mindful of the dangers that lurked within Oakridge's shadowed streets. Yet, the allure of the unknown proved too potent to resist, drawing them back into the heart of the abandoned town once more. Their exploration led them deeper into the labyrinthine network of crumbling buildings and overgrown alleyways, each step bringing them closer to the heart of Oakridge's enigma. With every discovery, they pieced together fragments of the town's dark history, unraveling tales of betrayal, tragedy, and ancient magic that had long been buried beneath layers of time. But as they delved deeper, they sensed a shift in the atmosphere, a subtle undercurrent of malevolence that twisted the very fabric of reality. Shadows danced at the periphery of their vision, whispering secrets that sent shivers down their spines, and a sense of foreboding hung heavy in the air. Undeterred by the mounting unease, they pressed on, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and adventure. Their journey led them to the outskirts of the town, where they stumbled upon an overgrown cemetery, its crumbling headstones bearing silent witness to the passage of time. As they wandered amidst the weathered graves, they felt a sense of reverence wash over them, tempered by a creeping sense of dread. It was here, amidst the somber silence of the cemetery, that they made a startling discovery, an ancient mausoleum hidden beneath a tangle of ivy and thorns. With hearts pounding, they pushed open the heavy stone doors and stepped inside, their breath catching in their throats at the sight before them. The interior of the mausoleum was shrouded in darkness, broken only by the flickering light of their torches. As they made their way deeper into the depths of the tomb, they stumbled upon a chamber bathed in an eerie blue glow. In the center of the room stood a sarcophagus, its lid adorned with intricate carvings that seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy. With trepidation, they approached the sarcophagus, their hands trembling as they reached out to touch its cold stone surface. But as their fingers brushed against the carvings, the chamber was engulfed in a blinding light, and a sense of dread washed over them like a tidal wave. Before they could react, the lid of the sarcophagus began to creak open, revealing a sight that chilled them to the core. Within lay the mummified remains of a figure cloaked in tattered robes, its empty eye sockets staring out into the darkness with a haunting intensity. As they stood frozen in terror, a voice echoed through the chamber, a whisper that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the earth. "Who dares to disturb the slumber of the ancients?" it intoned, its words sending a shiver down their spines. With a sense of dread, they realized that they had awakened something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. The mummified figure stirred, its ancient form rising from the sarcophagus with an unearthly grace. In that moment, they knew that they had trespassed into a realm of darkness beyond their comprehension, and that their lives would never be the same again. With hearts pounding and adrenaline coursing through their veins, they fled from the mausoleum, their minds reeling from the horrors they had witnessed. As they emerged from the depths of the cemetery, they knew that their journey was far from over, and that the shadows of Oak Ridge held secrets far more terrifying than they could have ever imagined. Yet, despite the dangers that lurked within its haunted streets, they vowed to press on, driven by a determination to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. And so, Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie ventured forth into the darkness once more, their hearts filled with a mixture of fear and excitement as they prepared to face the unknown horrors that awaited them in the forgotten town of Oak Ridge. With hearts pounding and breaths shallow, Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie fled from the ancient mausoleum, their minds reeling from the horrors they had witnessed. The memory of the mummified figure and its chilling voice lingered like a specter in their minds, haunting their every step as they stumbled through the overgrown cemetery. As they emerged from the depths of the graveyard, they found themselves once again standing amidst the desolate streets of Oak Ridge. The sun hung low on the horizon, casting long shadows that seemed to reach out with grasping fingers, as if trying to pull them back into the darkness from whence they came. Despite the creeping sense of dread that weighed heavily on their hearts, they knew that they could not turn back now. The mysteries of Oak Ridge beckoned to them with an irresistible allure, their curiosity fueled by the promise of uncovering truths long buried beneath layers of time and secrecy. Gathering their courage, they pressed on, their footsteps echoing through the silent streets as they ventured deeper into the heart of the abandoned town. With each passing moment, the air grew colder, the atmosphere thick with an oppressive heaviness that seemed to suffocate their very souls. Their journey led them to the town square, where they stumbled upon a crumbling fountain adorned with weather-worn statues of forgotten gods. Intrigued by the sight, they approached cautiously, their senses on high alert for any sign of danger. As they examined the ancient monument, they noticed a strange symbol carved into the base of the fountain, a sigil that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Drawn to its mesmerizing glow, they reached out to touch it, their fingers tingling with anticipation. But as their hands made contact with the sigil, a blinding light filled the square, and a deafening roar reverberated through the air. The ground beneath their feet began to shake violently, and they realized with horror that they had awakened something far more powerful than they could have ever imagined. With a thunderous crash, the earth split open before them, revealing a swirling vortex of darkness that seemed to stretch on into infinity. As they stood frozen in terror, a voice echoed through the chaos, a voice that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the abyss. "You have unleashed forces beyond your understanding," it intoned, its words carrying the weight of centuries. "Prepare to face the consequences of your folly." With a sense of impending doom, they watched as tendrils of shadow reached out from the abyss, their icy grip pulling them inexorably closer to the yawning chasm. Desperate to escape, they struggled against the relentless pull, their screams lost amidst the cacophony of chaos. But just as all hope seemed lost, A blinding light pierced the darkness, banishing the shadows and freeing them from their icy grasp. With a sense of relief, they stumbled back from the edge of the abyss, their hearts pounding with gratitude for their miraculous escape. As they caught their breath, they realized with a sense of awe that they had been saved by the very thing they had sought to uncover, the ancient power that lay hidden beneath the town of Oakridge. Though they had glimpsed the true extent of its terrifying potential, they also knew that it had chosen to spare them, perhaps recognizing the innocence of their intentions. With a newfound respect for the dangers that lurked within the shadows, they made the decision to leave Oakridge behind, knowing that they had come perilously close to unleashing forces beyond their control. Though the mysteries of the Forgotten Town would forever haunt their memories, they knew that some secrets were better left buried in the depths of the earth. And so, Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie turned their backs on Oakridge, their hearts heavy with the weight of the knowledge they had gained. As they made their way back into the forest, they knew that they would never forget the echoes of the Forgotten Town and the harrowing experiences that had shaped their lives forevermore. As Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie emerged from the forest, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the world in a deepening twilight. Their hearts still raced with the adrenaline of their narrow escape from Oakridge, but a sense of relief washed over them as they left the shadows of the abandoned town behind. Suddenly, a low rumble echoed through the forest, causing them to freeze in their tracks. They exchanged nervous glances, their senses on high alert for any sign of danger. Then, from the darkness emerged a figure, a lone traveler cloaked in a tattered cloak, his eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. "You have seen things that few mortals dare to imagine," the traveler said, his voice a low, melodious rumble. "But the true test lies ahead." With a wave of his hand, the forest erupted into chaos. Trees twisted and contorted, their branches reaching out like grasping fingers. Shadows danced in the darkness, whispering secrets that sent shivers down their spines. But amidst the chaos, a single path remained clear, a path that led deeper into the heart of the forest, towards a destination unknown. With hearts pounding and fear gnawing at their hearts, they knew that they had no choice but to press on, driven by a sense of destiny that burned within them like a flame. And so, with the traveler as their guide, they plunged headlong into the depths of the forest, their journey filled with perils and obstacles that tested their courage and resolve. They battled against ancient creatures and dark forces that sought to thwart their progress, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. But with each trial they faced, they grew stronger, their bonds of friendship and camaraderie strengthening with every step they took. And as they finally emerged from the depths of the forest, they found themselves standing on the precipice of a new dawn, a dawn filled with endless possibilities and untold adventures. With a sense of triumph, they turned to thank the traveler who had guided them on their journey, but he was nowhere to be found. In his place stood a lone raven, its dark eyes glittering with wisdom beyond its years. "You have passed the test," the raven cawed, its voice echoing through the stillness of the forest. "You are ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead." With a final nod of farewell, the raven took flight, disappearing into the darkness with a beat of its wings. And as Lily, Jake, Maya, Ben, and Sophie watched it disappear into the night, they knew that their adventure was far from over, that the thrilling experiences they had faced together in the heart of the forest were just the beginning of an epic journey that would take them to the very edges of the known world and beyond.